call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lift. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up a little louder.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Walker to start the drive.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Smith. And that is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we really have, ready for this, a triple header action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we don't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Option play, they'll give to Walker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is you get a touch pass like that, and maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Chiefs at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 41, Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Booker is on target, and we are tied at 7. 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
Forcing completion on 1st down. And you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish from the tackle.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection after they try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going right back to Fant. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Let's go now.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. There's that high motor that named George Karlaftis a day-one draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the center. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room here to run. This into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go. We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. He completes this to Walker. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
That description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
what you get paid for. Get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. They find some open field here.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To the air again, Smith. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out the front.
There's so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because Your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll indeed take a knee. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they take a knee.